Hey everybody, it's me, Sean, and I did a whole lot. Welcome back to Transport Fever. That's right, Transport Fever. I did a whole lot between episodes, and we are going to take a look at that as we get our new trains running here. So here's Manchester, where I've set up a tram route. I finished out our passenger line as we discussed at the end of the last episode. We were watching that thing get built. Look at that big old line. Probably going to take more than one train on that line. And I did all the good stuff like I talked about. We've got iron, we've got coal, we've got plastic and wheat and steel and plastic goods delivery. So all of that stuff going on now. Our shit, we need wood to make that work. So I need to get wood going in there. I did not consider that. I was thinking about steel and plastic would make goods, and it does not work that way, huh? How am I going to get wood involved? So there's wood being made. Is there, I mean, I see that lumber yard there, which is just terrible. I do not want to have to take it that far. Is there a better lumber yard? Oh, did not think that through as well as I might have. Sawmill, huh? I don't know why I had to look at that, because what I really just need to do is this right there. Sawmill. We have Chattanooga. Nope. Mesquite. That does not seem too convenient. Portland, that's the one we were just looking at. St. Paul, even further away than Portland. Yes, oh, but close to that lumber yard. Be a long haul to get it over there, though. And was there a Chattanooga one? Still not very convenient for that one. Yeah. So I think Portland is going to be it. Oh my gosh, and Seattle. Seattle is crazy with the sawmills. Seattle's way the heck over here. Forget it. So, Vizsla? No thank you. Too far. All right, so I guess that Portland one is going to be it. So there's going to be a long haul for that one. Now, I guess I probably could, well, probably, I definitely can make it shorter by building a road that will come along here. So coming down from here. So I need to get that set up. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of problem. So I'll take care of that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I set up this lumber route. Now I just set up one big long circle. It's going to go from here. I built this road along here down to the lumber mill and then back up. It'll go through Portland along here through all this nonsense and deliver directly to the factory and then head back to the lumber mill. So this one is not going to use our little daisy chain that we've got set up, but the coal and the iron will go through this hub here, which will then deliver to the factory, which will then deliver to here. And is that right? This one, I know I set one of them up to deliver. Oh, that's right, because it's not, it's the steel. That's right. So this line is Manchester West. So this will take iron and coal up to here, and then it'll take the goods over to here, and then it'll bring stuff back to here, which will then disperse it back to the town through there. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, that's fine. Now, I have these windows opened up because we've got this oil line set up here, and I need to get the second train going on this line. Now this one's going to be tricky because there's a very long uphill climb. So what I did was I set the final signal right here, and then there's a long stretch going up where there's not another signal. And that's because I don't want to have a train get stuck in the middle of this hill. So the next signal isn't all the way up to here. So the idea is that the trains going back will be able to build the acceleration on this kind of flat land. I don't know. I mean, I'm just testing it out to see how it works. There's no, you know what I mean? Like no guarantees. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm having fun, right? That's the important thing is we're having a good time. We're recording some videos, and yeah, look at all these trucks going everywhere. We're gonna have so many trucks out on the road, but it does look like the goods are starting to accumulate like they should. So that means we have the demand set up properly. So it looks like the oil train is going to be the first one to get to the station. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And the passenger train is going to be we're definitely going to need more than just one train on that loop, I think. But I'm not going to get too excited about it until we get further along, until like the demand actually starts building up there. All right, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. But I am going to want to watch this train return. Now I guess I don't really need to watch it return until we actually have something on there, because having it climb that hill while it's empty is not gonna make too much of a difference, right? I don't think we have any debt, no outstanding debt, so that's good. Now we did spend about $15 million building all these improvements, fitting out Manchester and building all the different rails and stuff. I'll be honest, a lot of the money went into this little goods loop that I've got set up here. But I think it will be enough for Manchester to, here we go, to grow with, and that's what we really need. So Manchester is not going to be getting food anytime soon, but we can get in goods, which will make people happy, and we'll be getting in fuel, which will make people happy. So we should be able to grow with just those two things, I think. Now, we should be getting passengers looping in to connect up to go over to the other town. You can see here we've got some fuel piled up. This train looks like it made it up that hill just fine, but like I said, it's empty, and that is definitely going to be a different story when it is trying to run up that hill full. Does this train have anything on it? It doesn't. But let's ride along in the cab. We don't do a whole lot of that. We'll enjoy getting up this hill, and we'll see if there's any slowdowns. So the final signal is at this road crossing here. We're up to 45. Okay, so it did slow down, but it was still going at a pretty good rate. So it gains up to 47. And now it starts to slow down as it hits. That's kind of the steeper point there. Still slowing down, but it's not terrible. Now, that's running empty. It's going to be a different story when there's a load of fuel on there. Now this one doesn't really have, like, that's not enough to really worry about it. So we'll have to come back in a while to see how it looks. We've got these trucks running around. Looks like everything's going okay. We've already somehow... Oh, wait, we got plastic because yeah, that makes sense. Now, should the plastic be in this? Oh, it should. Okay, then. So I think I need some more trucks on the plastic route. Set line. There it is, Manchester Plastic. Great. Oh, it looked like I have that steel route on the wrong color, and I guess I need some more trucks on that too. If we go to the truck depot, buy road vehicles, set line, Manchester Steel, very good. And that'll pick up that iron and coal that's sitting there waiting. Yeah, look at the a few too many vehicles on that one right now, but you know, they'll disperse over time and we won't have to worry about it. We got any passengers going? Already got passengers going on this route, so that's nice. Got plenty of passengers piling up at this station, mostly going to Santa Clarita, but you know, here in Santa Clarita, whoa, look at all those passengers. Oh, lots of them going to Thousand Oaks. So we might be able to put a second train on that route here soon. This one's starting to run full, so that's good. That means we should be making a profit with that train now. A few people piling up in there, very good. I would say our next our next opportunity is going to be to connect Toledo. Now, I know earlier I said Manchester was going to wait, and then I ended up doing Manchester right away. That's how it goes. Next up, we'll want to do Toledo. Now, getting over to Toledo, we do have this railroad here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do a handy little crossover like I did in the other one. I might actually have to build a bridge over the whole thing, which isn't the end of the world or anything, but it's not as easy as I might have wanted to. So we'll come along here and maybe climb up this hill and then come off of, be nice to, it's really narrow there. It's pretty narrow here too. We cross over through here. Let's so if we were to build the bridge kind of like that, it doesn't seem too bad. Of course, we'd have to have a really steep curve to make that work. So what I probably ought to be looking at, if we come across here, we can climb up pretty gradually through here like this. And then I guess I was kind of thinking of launching off of this. So we'll be coming at this direction. I'm kind of thinking of like launching off of here. Yeah, it's real tricky when you try to do this. From so far away. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's expensive, $800,000, but we have a lot of money and not really any worries. Now, maybe I should do it kind of segmented too, right? Let's keep this level. Do it like that, because we don't necessarily need to do it all in one big chunk. And how is the, I feel like that's a good curve there. Yeah, we'll go with that. I know I'm kind of playing with fire right now by not, I'm a little worried about like future catenaries when we electrify our track, because that's always tricky. And I'm not certain that we're going to electrify the freight track, but we'll almost certainly electrify the passenger track. So, you know what, I do want to leave plenty of room there. And then we'll come down here and you can adjust. Too much slope. Oh, way too much curve there. Do I need to, well, what I probably ought to do is rebuild the road after I put the bridge in there. So we'll do that real quick. No big whoop. Let's see if I can reconnect up to this bridge here. It's a little tricky. Is that it? Gosh, very good. All right. Very, very steep coming down off of there. Yeah, that's going to make for one ugly. How about I keep the bridge going over the, oh. Really? You don't want to be a bridge any longer? There we are. I mean, that's a heck of a bridge, but I feel like that's going to be better than like just having the road go under that would be just so ridiculous looking. Or not going under, you know what I mean, going over it on the on that big old hump would just be so ridiculous. And I definitely don't want that. I don't like completely jokey looking roads. Even though it's weird that I go from a medium to a small road, but you know what I mean, no big deal there. All right, that's fine, great. So there's their there's the start of our bridge. And let's, oh, so we've got new trolleys. That's exciting. So I need to go through and I need to electrify all of our roads in our towns here. I need to get Toledo set up, and I'll set up the tracks here, and we'll be back. And we're back. The line from Mesa is complete, heading across this long, long bridge and viaduct down to Toledo. I've got the tram set up for Toledo. I did make a little bit of a mistake where I ran this line like this and realized that I probably ought to hit the center of town. So we've got a weird little overlay there, but that'll, might come in handy as time goes on and the town grows. It's not the end of the world. The station's not as quite as close to the tram stops as I would want, but they connect up, so there's no need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and get our trains started for this line. We're going to go ahead and do the standard mogul with 3 passenger cars. We're going to make a copy of that. And we'll set this first one to the Mesa Toledo line. Great. And then we will watch it and get the second one going when this one gets close to the destination, so we can balance them out. I don't need to tell you guys how this stuff works. We do this with pretty much every train. So I'm going to move that there. I'm going to set you there. We don't need to have the contour lines going. Now I'm going to have to find some manner of goods to get into Toledo if we really want to make this a successful line. But for now, it's going to have a good start, and I won't really need to worry too much about it. Can just let it run, and it can lose some money. It's not going to cause us to go bankrupt. We've got plenty of profit coming in. We're at $21 million. Now, it's going to cost us a lot of money when we have to start replacing trains. We're looking at $5-6 million a train at this point, and we're up to 20 trains, so that'd be a little over $100 million to replace all of our rolling stock. We also have some problems with our new goods stuff, so let's go take a look at that. Let's take a look at our existing one too. Seems to be doing pretty well through here. Not too much stuff piling up here. Oh, good. So our hub is running nice and clean. A little bit of, yeah, we definitely could get more iron down, but you know what I mean? We can't because we've got that pile up through there. So there's really nothing we can do to ease that up. What I can do to maybe help out a little bit would be to upgrade to a large country road. So we don't need to have a tram on there. But let's upgrade as much of this as we can. Although honestly, is it going to make any difference? Because these trucks are all going to the same place. So it's not like they're having trouble passing one another. But, you know, I mean, it looks nicer, right? Still have that conga line, but at least it's a slightly more attractive conga line. And this hill bothers me a little bit, but it seems to slow them down just perfectly to where they are sequenced out between one another. So even that is not really a concern. So I feel good about how this whole thing is going. We don't have too many of those going on. How is Mesa doing as far as getting a return on its goods? So plenty of tools coming in. Not enough construction materials, but that's reasonable because we just can't get it all through. We do need more iron to get down here. So I think that means I probably need to set more iron vehicles on here. There we go. And this would be, oh boy. I don't even know which one this would be. Oh, and we've got the steam lorry coming in. This would be like C, it looks like. There we go. Well, this is going to make a big difference. Upgrading all of our trucks to steam lorries is going to be huge as far as that is concerned. Let's take a look over at our new goods site. So plenty of oil waiting here. Looks like the trains are making it up that hill just fine. We've got plenty of fuel coming in. Manchester is not being overwhelmed with fuel, so I could probably put another train onto this line. Let's do that. And I think we're doing 5 cars. And probably could handle more, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at 5 for now. Yeah, here we definitely need more. Yeah, you can see for sure we need more vehicles heading up to the mill. So first though, let's go through and replace all of these vehicles, which I'm sure you guys don't necessarily want to watch that, do you? So I'll do that in between episodes. But it looks like we need more vehicles in general on these routes, although things are going pretty good here. But the steel route is going to need more vehicles going through that area. I don't. Maybe we'll need a few more fuel trucks running into Manchester. I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. And it looks like just in general we could use a few more vehicles on each of those. Now, if we come over and we look at Toledo, they do have a steel mill. They have plastic. And boy, they don't really have a lot of finished good potential for Toledo. We could make fuel, but there's no oil supply. Lumber's not going to do us any good by itself. Nobody wants to buy that. Yeah, so we might not really be able to do much as far as getting goods into Toledo. I just don't see many options. I guess what we could do is set up a chain running goods back from up here into Toledo. I suppose that's a potential goods for that town. But it seems like this is kind of a dead end as far as the goods are concerned. If we have this farm from Birmingham, I'm sure it's up on a hill, yeah. And that's not going to do Toledo much good anyways, so I don't really see any way to get food into there. So it's kind of a drag. Toledo's just going to have to rely on passengers and is not really going to be able to get any goods into it. I don't see any practical way to do that. Not that that's the end of the world or anything, but that means Visalia is not going to get any goods. Ontario, Birmingham, I could probably figure out a way to get food through here, even if it's just using trucks. So that's going to take a little while. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up all the truck upgrades, which is something that you probably don't need to see. So I'll do that, and then we'll come back and continue making money. Look at that. We've got a ton of cash on hand. I'd say things are going very well for us. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good time and enjoying this. I definitely am having a lot of fun playing. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and click that like button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.